Good morning, everyone. So, I think we're at part 8 of my coloring book collection, and I thought I would go ahead and knock this part out today. It's like 9 something in the morning. We're already in the mid 80s here in the Gem City, which is Dayton, Ohio. So it is so hot outside that I went out and came right back in. So let's go ahead and look at my collection, my stack here of hardback books. And I will show you what I have. Then, sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses. Then after this, I found a whole other section that I forgot that I had. So there'll be at least a couple more parts to the collection before we finish it up. So this first one I have isn't really it's hardback. And it's called Beautiful Pictures to Color and Frame. I have a picture in here. So the front of this is like a frame. You slip your pictures that you colored down in this pocket. Here's one that I never finished. But this is what the front looked like before, if you want to look it up. The artists that have supplied pictures in here are all different ones. So it says 40, features 40 stunning and original artworks. It opens to the left, so this part is actually just a softbound book, but the outside is hardback. And the reason why I bought this was for traveling, because I thought that when you were in a car, it would be nice to, you just flip it this way, and that would be like your desk. And then if you were in the middle of working on a picture and say you wanted to stop at a rest area or something, you could slip your picture down in here without it bending or getting lost in the car somewhere. So it's pretty cool. It gives you a different variety, so they're not all going to be the same type of picture. There's like portrait ones and nature scenes. Then there's more of a doodly type, but a lot of kind of this one is really dark. Line work, so a lot of different type of things to color, which is nice if you're traveling, because you know how it is, you don't have a lot of room to bring all of the different books that you might want to bring. Here's when I started, and I was trying to use markers, and her skin just came out so terrible, so I stopped. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to fix that. But anyway, I thought the concept was cool. I think I know it was like either $1.99 or $2.99 at Ollie's for it. And the pages are perforated, so you can just pop them right out. But, yeah, I always think a lot about traveling when I'm buying something, because, oh, here's the sticker. It was, what does that say? $2.99. Yeah, I think a lot about traveling when I'm buying something, because, we take trips and stuff. We have family at different, we have people that we go see at different miles apart. So some of our car trips, are like 4 hours, but some of them can be 8 hours and longer. So that's why I got this. And here is the information on the back if you are searching for it by scanning. Let me see, is that clear? There you go. So Beautiful Pictures to Color and Frame is the name of that. I highly recommend this for the actual just overall cool, design idea of, even if you don't want to frame it, because in order to be a proper frame, the whole thing would have to kind of be sitting out like on your table like that, which would be odd, but the design of it I think is a cool idea. So that's that one. Ugh. This one is my baby, my Star Wars. I don't know why my phone doesn't want to. Gosh, there we go. This one's my baby. This is my Star Wars Art of Coloring. Star Wars 100 Images to Inspire Creativity and Relaxation. I think this is the first hardback book that I bought. And I got this at Ollie's as well. Let me see. Let's see. I got it in February of 2018. I think that it wasn't $1.99. It was more, but I think it was, still under $5, somewhere in that area. So I was so excited to have it because I didn't have any hardback books at the time. And, I mean, who doesn't like Star Wars? It's iconic and, excuse me, really good memory personally for me. My brother just passed away in April, and I think about Star Wars being the first movie that we ever went to the theater to see, and just remembering, how exciting it was, like how loud it was. We had been to the drive-in before, but that was the first time as little kids we'd ever been to a movie. My stepdad had taken us. My mom wouldn't go because she thought it would be a boring movie. Anyway, so yes, it does have a lot of wallpaper in it. But it does have like it has all of the Star Wars franchises up to the time that this book was made, which was 2015. So all those characters that will be in here. And, definitely not my best work, but I enjoy doing these pictures. I tried a lot of different things because I was not familiar with the art of coloring books yet. And now I know that, what they're like, what the paper is like, and I love them. You can see they're stitch bound. You will never have pages fall out of these. If you do, I would be shocked. But here I have a whip, which I'm trying to really go through and get my whips situation under control this year, because I look at whips as kind of a metaphor for life, or how you go about life. Like, if you start something and don't finish it, I feel like, for me, I mean, your reasons may be different, but for me personally, I feel like I start something and I don't finish it because it doesn't go my way, and this I'm just like, well, fine, I'll just move on to the next thing. And it's kind of a metaphor, and I need to work on that. I need to work on problem solving, figuring out, why it's not going my way. What am I doing wrong? Like, how can I address this and fix this? So whips are something that I'm trying to personally tackle. But anyways, yes, there's a lot of mandalas in here that are all like funky and different. So I think this is a cool book. I mean, really, I have loved working in this book. There's a few pages that were a challenge. This page here is just, I messed it up so bad I had to cover it with some wrapping paper. So that's why that's there. I don't even remember what it looks like anymore. I just know that this marker situation here, which it wasn't a Sharpie, but it was some kind of art marker that I had, came through really bad to the other side. So there you go. But and you can see here where there's been some, looks like I was using watercolor pencils there. There is a little warpage. But as a whole, this paper has worked really well for me. I haven't really had too many things that I haven't, you know, I've had to worry about. There might be a little bit of shadowing and stuff, but again, this is not my best work, so I don't have a lot of backgrounds done in here. I was just like wanting to do the picture, you know, just wanting to color all these cool Star Wars characters, and I didn't think a lot about backgrounds at the time. Now I would probably do it different. But you live and you learn. So here's where I have stopped, and I've stopped here because this picture intimidates me. It's hard for me to tell what is going on here in the back, where these little lines are going and stuff. So I haven't figured out quite yet how I'm going to tackle Mr. Yoda here. Maybe just those pieces here might just end up being a wash of one color, and then the trees will stay like a light color. I don't know. But I'm about a third of the way through the book, so this is what I have left. And there's not too many wallpaper pages. I think I counted before, and there's either 5 or 6 wallpaper pages. So this is a great book if you like Star Wars. I don't know if you can still find the hardbacks. I've seen the softback version in Ollie's, but here is the ISBN number if anybody needs that. Okay, there's that one. The Calming Therapy Anti-Stress Coloring Book. I just showed this in a haul that I got at Ollie's for $1.99. So I have nothing in here to show you colored in. So I'll just kind of do a quick flip for those that are not familiar with these. But I liked it because of all of the extra fill-in stuff here in the back, the creative part of it. I like to draw, and I like to put pictures into my coloring books and stuff like that, so and write in them. So that's why this one interests me, because it had a lot of areas where you can do your own thing, and you don't have to just color the picture as it is. So I might turn this one into my next journal when I am finished with my current journal. We'll see. I don't know. I had one of these books before, and I ended up giving it to my daughter because I didn't like the images as much as I do these. I forget which one I had, but I wasn't too crazy about the images. These are a lot better images, in my opinion. And there's a set of these, so there's a ton of them, maybe 5 or 6 that I know of. If I'm wrong, correct me, please. But there's quite a few of these that you can get your hands on. If you don't, particularly enjoy the images in one, you might like the images in another one. And as you can see here towards the front, the backgrounds are done for you. There's really not that much you have to do except for just fill in the spots of coloring. So, again, this would be another type of book great for travel because there's such a different variety of things in it. And there is the back information there. So there's that one. This one here kind of kicked off my love of these 100 Designs books. I know I had the Star Wars one first, but I was thinking kind of that was like a one-off thing, like, because that one's a Disney. These ones here are not Disney. These are actually, I think they're made by, let's see, so this one is Martha Milky and Jean Montano. Okay, so it says published by Hachette. So I don't know if this is the same Hachette that does a lot of the books that people are using, like the different Disney, like coloring by numbers and all that. But I'm going to assume that they're the same company. Anyways, this was the beginning. This was the first one that I got my hands on. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. This was the second one. Okay, I'll show you the first one in a minute. This was the second one. I ran into this one at Ollie's, and I fell in love with it because the designs are just so different than when you just see a geometrical design book at Walmart or wherever. These definitely had a different sort of flair to them, and I fell in love with it. So this one I added like some pearls to some stickers that I had bought at the Dollar Tree and was just hoarding. So this one's like dimensional. It has stickles on it. But yeah, I thought it was so different. The backgrounds, the way the big objects are put on top. It just was, I loved it. I still love it. So I'm working through this one. When I got to this page and did all of that page, I was like, started on that side, and I'm like, okay, I need a break from the same. So I've moved on. And again, whips. So, you know, I'm going to do these pages and stop starting things. And then when I finish those, I'll be caught up. But yeah, as you can see, it's 100 designs. So you're definitely not going to run out of things to color. And there are things that are big objects, like that, and this, which I'm not a Buddhist, so I don't know, you know, the meaning of all of these, but I have enjoyed Googling some of the things to see what's going on. Here I just put down some ink, because I want to cover the whole page and then just go back and do some details to it. It's just too much of the same pattern, so I'm not going to do every little tiny bit of that one. But yeah, very cool book, one of my favorites. Highly recommend if you can get your hands on it. Now, eBay does sell these. If you look on eBay underneath the title here, make sure you scroll a little bit, because now see, this one I got used. That's right, I did. I found this one on eBay, but this was the page that was done. Yeah, make sure you scroll a little bit, because if you find yourself a used one like this, make sure you find one that is listed as very good condition or good condition, and then you won't have a lot of pages done in it. If it bothers you to have like one page done in it, then you're gonna have to pay the full price probably on another website. But yeah, this is $19.99 regular, and okay, that's that one. So I'm going to dig through here and show you. This was the first one that I came across. This is the one I got at Ollie's that started the whole Art Therapy 100 Designs quest for me, because when I saw this book and picked it up, I was like, oh my gosh, that is me right there. That's me. So different, so just not, again, not this type of geometric regular book that you would find in Walmart, and I like things like that. So this is the one that I first picked up, and it too as well has whips, so we're gonna have to fix that. But yeah, it's just every page I turned, it was like, oh my god, that's so cool, and that's so cool, and that's so cool, and I fell in love with it. So yeah, again, if you want something different, I mean, look at all of these cool, this is some kind of ancient Mayan writing. It stimulates the imagination, because it's just something different, something unusual and unique. And when you're coloring it, you feel more inspired, I guess is how to put it. And if you like, you know, printed designs like this, like on your clothes or on your textiles in your home, this is a great book to have because you can mess with color and play around with it and see like what you like and what you think maybe before you wouldn't think went together, but you mess with it in a book like this and discover different palettes that you might like. And if you're into sewing, you can make different things. So I have had a lot of fun working in this book. In fact, it kind of haunts me because sometimes I'll think of an image in here that I never colored that I still want to color. Like I'll be laying in my bed at night trying to fall asleep, which is pretty much a regular thing. And a picture will come to me and I'm like, gosh, I would love to color that picture in that Mayans book, but I'm not going to get up and start a new picture now. Does anybody else do that? Think about their coloring books when they're trying to sleep? Please tell me yes, even if you don't mean it, so I don't feel like a crazy person. But yeah, it's been fun doing this one and just experimenting with a lot of different colors, I guess is my rambling point. I try to fill my videos with rambling points so we don't have dead air. But there are some patterns like that I'm just going, oh, you know, I don't really want to color that. Maybe I will put something in here, paste something in here over the top of the ones that I just don't see myself coloring. There's another whip. Here's, you know, one where I had to kind of get creative because my gel pen ran out, so I had to switch colors. You'll have that. Oh, Erica's pepper plant. My daughter Erica bought me a pepper plant. She bought everybody a pepper plant at the same time, and my pepper plant lasted the longest, and it just died, and now this picture makes me sad. But I kept mine. It wasn't a perennial, it was an annual, and I kept mine alive for like 3 years, so I thought I did pretty good. This is a picture that haunts me. I don't know why I want to get up in the middle of the night and color corn, but I do. I don't know. I just want to color this corn like Indian corn, you know, in the fall, like the different color corn. I just want to color that corn. So there is pretty much a little sample, or big sample actually, of what you will find in that one. Art Therapy, Aztecs and Mayas. Here is hopefully clear information for you on that one. Then the other two that I have left here were actually Christmas gifts, and I don't believe they have anything colored in them because after Christmas everything just got very weird. But this one is 100 Designs Mandalas, and I had seen it in Ollie's. It was also $1.99. Here is the back there for you. There you go. I know some people use a scanning app to scan, so that's why I always try to show at least you can see a little bit. This one is by Sophie LeBlanc. I wasn't even going to be like interested in this one by the cover because I didn't think I needed 100 mandalas, but it's kind of along the line of the Buddhism one that I showed in the beginning, where it has a lot of patterns that are very, you know, I mean, because to me that's not a mandala, but this is what the book calls itself. So, yeah, it just has a lot of really cool patterns in it that you don't get in your regular patterny type books. So I saw it and was flipping through it, and my husband just said, I will give you that as part of your Christmas, which, I mean, he would have gave it to me that day, but he has issues trying to find things to buy me. He says, I don't know why after all these years he would wonder what to get me, but he does. So if I like something in the store, he will ask me if I want it and can it be part of my Christmas, and I always say yes. Because, I know how hard it is sometimes for guys to pick stuff out for you. But anyways, yeah, pretty much similar to the Buddhism one, just different designs. There's no, I mean, they're just as cool as that one, in my opinion. Like, I don't like one of them more than the other. Just now, instead of having 100 patterns to color, I have 200 patterns to color in a similar theme. So, I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. So, there is that. If you want to flip through page by page of any of these books, please let me know. I don't like to bore people, but I also don't want to go so fast that you can't see, so it is an option if you would like. And then the last one, this is a beautiful book, but I swear sometimes I don't know what I was thinking, because this is another one that I saw and he picked it up for me for Christmas. And I just wanted, I have to have them all. I don't know if I'm going to get the Celtic one. There's a Celtic one as well, but I can't see very well, and the Celtic books tend to weave, the knot work, and I mess it up when I'm trying to color it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get that one. But this one, I don't know what I was thinking. Well, first of all, I know what I was thinking, because I love religious iconography. I love stained glass windows. But some of these, at first it looks simple, but then there are some that are just, I was like, wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to color that or not. These ones here all look pretty simple. There was a picture, I picked this book up the other day, and I was looking through it, and I was just like, holy moly, like, how do you, okay, like, is each piece of the stained glass shaded as its own little, shape, or is the shading coming from the whole outside of, like, his arm down? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to study some pictures online and see, sun shining through stained glass window, and really see how it actually looks, because yeah, some of them look easy and other ones, but it's just so pretty. I mean, look at those. Again, these books are just so different, and anything different is always going to sort of appeal to me more so than what you see all the time. So I think by far this one is probably the most interesting, because there's always so much more to the story in the window than what we know. You know what I mean? It's a representation of something, of a story, and it's fascinating to wonder, what the tale is here. Then have to look it up and Google and figure it out, which is helpful in the back, because they will tell you where each window comes from. Like, some of them are from churches, and some of them are from museums. Here, this one is a stained glass window in the Turkish baths, Victoria Baths in Manchester, 1906. The Abbey Church of Aubzine in France, the Great Hall, Winchester in England. So they're not all, taken from the same type of place, I guess is what I mean. It's just stained glass from all over the world. So yeah, if you like looking up legends and myths, and you like any type of religious iconography, I think this book would be one that you would like to add to your collection. I just like to look through it sometimes and just, oh. Okay, so that is it. That is the last of my stack of hardback books. The next installment I think I'm going to do is going to be, because I've totally forgot that I had a section of like interior designing type of, or what's inside of a house, textile books, like stuff like that. So I think that one will be next if I have enough to make a video of it. Okay, guys, stay cool. If you're in the part of the world that is as hot as where I am. And take care till I see you again. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.